What's up guys, this is your man Gidkay once again. In today's video I'm going to show you how to retouch your images right in Photoshop. So this image right on our screen was given out by Dirty Studios and I downloaded it from signatureedit.com. So if you are looking how to get images for practice, you can visit their website. They give free raw files for editing. Yes, so let's jump right into today's video. I'm going to start off with just making some basic touch-ups in Camera Raw. I'm using the Camera Raw 14.0. So I'm going to just turn down the highlights a little and then boosting my contrast. Yes. And I'm going to increase my shadows a little just to bring up those shadows over here. Yes. So I'm going to increase on my shadows a bit and then on my blacks too a bit. So this is the before and after. And also with the green dress, I think I have to just increase the green on it a little. Yeah, and that will be all. So let's open this image right in Photoshop. Yes, so the image has been opened in Photoshop, and let's crop this image up. Let's crop it to the Instagram size. Let's frame it up. So you can come to this part of your tool, or you can just press on C to activate the crop tool, and with this it's going to help us frame up our shot. So I just want to get a closer headshot vibe for this image, so I'm just going to frame it perfectly. Make sure she's in the center, and this grid lines helps you to frame your image perfectly, I mean with the composition. So once you are done, you just click on, or you just press enter, or you just click here to confirm your cropping, and this is what we have, and you can see it's beautifully cropped well. Yes, so once that is done, you're just going to duplicate our background. You can do that using Ctrl+J on your keyboard, and then you can go in and take off the blemishes you see in the images. So we're going to do that using our spot healing brush because that's the fastest and quickest in taking out blemishes. I have a whole video explaining how, or explaining the right tools for taking out blemishes in your images. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can go check it out. So I'm going to speed up this aspect so it doesn't slow or make this video too long. So catch me at the end, and I'm done. And this is what we've done. So before and after, before and after, before and after. Yes, we've taken out the blemishes in the image. So now let's proceed to retouching. We are going to use the method of frequency separation, and we are going to use my advanced Gidkay retouching pack to be able to achieve that. So if you purchase the action pack, this is what it entails. You are going to have various actions that is going to elevate or speed up your workflow. So this image is a 8-bit image, so I'm going to just click on the 8-bits, and then it's going to ask you for the Gaussian blur radius. So with this image I want to go in for 6. I think 6 will work because I want to retain textures at the same time I want to smoothen out the skin. So with 6 that will be okay, and then I click on OK. Then you wait for the action to play. Once it's done, you're going to have these layers over here, then an empty layer. So like I always say, if you are retouching on an empty layer, make sure your sample all layers box is ticked, and then make sure your mixer brush is a clean brush. And this action, one thing I love about it is it automatically selects your mixer brush for you, so you don't have to hassle and then go search for your mixer brush too. Yes, it's very quick. Once you click on it, you are just starting off by retouching. Yeah, and then you can also copy my brush settings, or if you have any settings that works perfectly for you, but I'm going to recommend this if you are using my actions. Any settings would work, but I still recommend this. Yeah, all right, let's dive into it. So before we start, you have to turn off the FS high, and then we proceed with brushing. So with this, we are not going to do much here because we want to keep it natural and realistic. Always have that at the back of your head. Make sure you are keeping it natural. You don't want to finish retouching and then you've damaged it or destroyed how the person's face looked originally. So you take your time and then you brush it. You make sure you are not overdoing it as well. Yeah. So about the amazing package that we have ongoing on our store, it seems you guys are not taking advantage of it. So it's a whole huge pack whereby once you purchase it, there's a ticket for you to be able to get everything on our store. So once you purchase that product, you get to have every single digital package on our store. Yes. So this promo ends on the 21st of January. So it's very limited. If you are interested, you have to go check it out right after this video. Or you can send me a private message through WhatsApp, Instagram, or email me directly for it. Or you can purchase directly from me. If not, you can go check out the link in our description. Yes. And also we have a WhatsApp group and a Telegram channel whereby we share updates over there. And also with the WhatsApp channel, we interact with our subscribers and we have a whole family. So we would like for you to join. The link is in the description. Yes, so you can just tap on it and then you join. Once you join, you just introduce yourself, where you got the link from, I mean how you found out our channel, and then you are good to go. Yes, you can learn more. You can also share what you know to others. You know, it's a community. We are one family, so we would love for you to be part. So you take your time and then you brush on the skin. You don't overdo it. And also you can retouch on the spectacles because there's skin beneath the glass. Yeah, so you can take your time and then just don't spoil anything. Just take your time, or you can just apply a little pressure on it. So when it comes to this aspect too, you see, I'm not really doing it on the spectacles because I want to keep it natural. Yeah. And then on the nose as well. So when retouching, you should know your highlights, your midtones, and your shadows. Yes. So I wish I was right behind you while I was watching this video. So I'm going to ask you where your shadows are and where your midtones are, but I'm going to still show you guys. So in this image, let me turn this back on. In this image, these are our highlights, these are our midtones. Any part that is not too white or too dark is our midtones. So let me explain it so you can also get how it looks, or the main idea. And then the most darkest part is the shadows. So the most brightest part is highlights, the semi one is the midtone, and then the darker one is the shadows. I'm sure today you have a very clear understanding of it. Yeah, so let's continue. So you take your time and then you brush. Let's do the arms. With the arms, you don't have to do more because it has to look natural. It has to look very, very natural. Yeah. And this is it. This is how we've transformed the image from looking like this to this, like this to this. And we are not done. You have to go in for the lasso tool and then make sure your feather is on 18, and then you select an area where you want to apply the Gaussian blade to. So like I always say, stay out of the edges so you don't mess things up here. Stay away from the edges, don't get too close. So come to filter, come to blur, come to Gaussian blur, and then we input a radius. You can do it times 3 of what we use, so we use 6, so times 3 of it. But I'm going to break rules here. I'm going to go around about 20. Yes, and 20 works for me. I'm going to select a different part, I mean somewhere in here, and then apply it. Select here too, then I'm going to apply that. So I'm going to apply this all over the part where I use the brush on. So the main idea is to soften the brush stroke on the skin. Yes, you want to make the skin much or more even out. Yeah, you take your time while doing this. Normally I don't apply some on the nose because it's going to flatten it up. So I'm going to leave the nose that way, and I'm done. So let's zoom in and see before and after. Before and after, you can see we've made it look realistic. And you see one of the advantage of retouching on an empty layer. So you can see on the nails over here, the brush picked up some white pigment colors from the nails. So we are going to see the before and after. So with this, you just have to go in for eraser. If you make a mistake, you just clean that aspect. You can choose to redo it. Yes. So once you've cleaned it, you go back to your mixer brush, you turn off this, and then this time around you brush very carefully. So you're just going to zoom in and then you brush carefully. Take your time and then you brush it well. Yes. And then let's see the before and after, before and after. You can still see small over there. Clean that aspect again, turn it off, go for our mixer brush, and then we can work on that. So this time I'm dragging the skin towards the nails, rather not the nails towards the skin. Yeah, and I'm sure that is being fixed. Yeah, so that will be it. You can still go in and take out more blemishes if you want to do more, but this is how we use frequency separation to retouch this image right on our screen. So we are going to do stand visible with the same action pack. So you just have to give it a single click and it's going to merge everything into one layer for you. So now I can delete this or turn it off, and then go in for my spot healing brush and take out some minor blemishes. Yes, so you take your time and then you do that. And I think that will be all. So now let's dive into matching our skin tone. Yeah, so we are going to do that with my 100 plus rich skin tone gradient map, and then we are going to select a skin tone for this. So she's light skin, so I'm going to use this for her, and I'm going to tweak it a little. So these are my highlights, midtones, and shadows. So I want more of the highlight because there are lots of shadows because of the hair. It was casting shadows down on the face. So I'm going to increase on my highlights for this, and then drag the midtones rather a little, then press on OK. So once you are done, you have to come here and then change the blending option. So you can use soft light or you can use color. Yes, but I recommend the two, but for fast work you can use soft light. And then once you are done, you just reduce the opacity of it because you don't want it to look too much. Yes, so we can reduce this to about 20%, and then let's see the before and after. So we are going to invert this mask, go for our regular brush tool, and then you brush only on the skin. Make sure you stay away from the eyes and the rest. So we brush on the skin. Make sure you stay away from, if by mistake you brush on the eyes, you can still use your foreground color to clean it. So white reveals and then black hides. So the black will serve as an eraser for you to clean it. You can add the lips as well to make it look more appealing to the eye. Yeah, and this is it. Let's add the arms too. All right, and we'll be done very soon. Okay, so this is the before and after, before and after. And this is how you match your skin tone or make your skin tone look very rich and even out. Now let's jump to dodge and burn. So you can still find this in the advanced gidkayphotography pack. So just give it a single click as usual, wait for the action to be played, and then you are good to go. So here what you're going to do is you're going to put your flow percentage to 2% because you don't want the effect to be very harsh or too much. So we put our flow on 2, and then this black and white layer helps us know where highlights are and dodge are and then mid-tones. So with this, I'm just going to start off with the highlights. So dodge means highlights, burn means shadows. In case this is new to you, that is the whole point. So I'm just going to enhance the highlights a little, and then with the shadows too as well. So dodge and burning basically is you just enhancing the lighting on the face or on the skin. Yeah. So you make sure you keep it natural. So this is burn. So now I'm adding shadows to it, to the contouring, the chin, and the rest. So basically that is dodge and burn. It's like adding contrast to everything. I mean, when it comes to the burn aspects. So on the nose too, I'm going to add a little here, and then turn it back off. And then let's see the before and after, before and after. You can see it has really added shape to the image. So before and after, before and after. If you still want to go in and clean some parts off, you can just open it up, go for your burn, or if you want to work on the dodge, you go for eraser, and then you just clean it. Increase the brush size, then you can just clean it, and you are good to go. Yeah, so that's how we do dodge and burning using my action pack. And then lastly, we go to eye and teeth whitening. So you just give that one to a single click, and then you zoom in, increase the flow this time around because you want the effect to be high. Reduce your brush size, and then just brush on the white part of the eyes. Make sure you don't get close to the edges too as well, and the flesh at the corner. Yes, because you want to make it look natural and realistic. So once you are done, make sure you reduce the opacity. So I think we should add the teeth as well if it's visible. Let's see if we can do a perfect job here. Okay, something rough. So I'm just going to reduce the opacity to about 60%, and then let's zoom out and see the before and after, before and after. You can still reduce to about 50, and that is okay. Before and after. So let me group all this, and then let's see our before and after for this image. Before and after, before and after. Okay, let's add a little grid to this image. So I'm going to select my levels. I'm going to add pop and shine to the highlight. So once the levels adjustment layer has been selected, just have to drag this up here a little and drag this down a little. Yes, so these are highlights, these are shadows, and just before and after, we've added shine to the image. And then lastly, I'm going to try and color grade this image as well. So I'm going to select my color balance, and then I'm going to tackle the shadows this time around, and let's see if you can tweak the colors a little. So you want to make it look something cyanic. So you are going to regulate the colors till you get a perfect fit for your image. Yeah. So you rotate it or you adjust it to fill your look. Yeah. And then highlights. So if this is affecting your skin tone, you can mask it out and then just let it affect the environment. So go for a black foreground color and then you just clean the skin out of it, because we've already matched the skin tone. So we just need the grade to just be around, and then before and after, before and after. So let me add a little. So go to the selective color, come to blacks, add a little blue to the shadows, yeah, and then cyan to it too. So this is too much, I'm going to just make it 3. Yes, and then with this, then I'm going to clean this aspect. Okay, and that is how we've edited this image. Let me group this one too as well, and then from this to this, this to this. You can also clean out the flowers from it. So anything that the color grading is disturbing or is not working out for it, you can clean it out. Yeah, make sure you don't get too close to the edges. So when it comes to color grading, actually you are the overall power, or you have the overall power to tweak the colors. Yes, you choose the kind of colors to be present in the image. So you have to firstly understand how it works, and then you just apply the rules. So before and after, before and after. Yes, that's how we've come to the end of this tutorial, and thanks for watching. Peace out.